Hi, today in this session we'll discuss about TAC level debug methodology, app ID, user ID, content ID and VPN. This is a structured workflow used by senior engineers and TAC during high impact outages. Goal: isolate the failure stage quickly, collect precise evidence, avoid unnecessary changes. Core principle: never debug randomly. Always isolate the failure layer: management plane, data plane, session, identification, policy, NAT, content inspection, resource exhaustion. Phase 1: Rapid triage, 2 to 5 minutes. Check the system health, show system info, show system statistic sessions, show running resource monitor. Look for data plane, CPU 80%, session table near max, packet buffer exhaustion, memory spikes. If system unhealthy, fix the resource issue first. Identify scope of impact. Ask single user, single application, single tunnel, entire site. After the change, then check the logs quickly. Show log system direction equal backward. Show log traffic direction equal backward. Show log threat direction equal backward. Phase 2: Data plane versus management plane isolation. TAG always confirms is the traffic hitting the firewall. Show session, all filter, source IP. If no session, routing issue, upstream issue, ARP issue, check the ARP, show ARP all. Phase 3: Flow basic verification. Policy match test. Test the security policy match, source IP, destination IP, protocol 6, destination port 443. If wrong rule order, zone mismatch, app mismatch. NAT match test. Test NAT policy match, source IP, destination IP, protocol 6, destination port 443. Unexpected NAT asymmetric behavior. Phase 4: App ID deep debug. When application mismatch is suspected, check the session app state, show session ID. Look for application, session flags, decrypt flag. Enable app ID debug, controlled debug app ID on debug, reproduce traffic, then less MP log, look for signature match, decoder errors, fall back to unknown TCP, disable after test, debug app ID off. Phase 5: User ID deep debug. If user mapping issue, check mapping, show user IP, user mapping all. Enable user ID debug. Debug user ID on debug, reproduce login, check the logs. Look for LDAP bind failures, group mapping errors, DC timeout, disable, debug user ID off. Phase 6: Content ID threat debug. When file not blocked or a false positive, check threat logs, show log threat query, check threat engine, look for signature match, action taken if file submission event. Wildfire status. Show wildfire status. Phase 7: VPN TAC level debugging, IKA deep debug, debug IKA global on debug, tail follow SMP log, look for proposal mismatch, authentication failure, TPD timeout, NAT detection, turn off debug IKA global off. IPsec SA analysis. Show VPN IPsec SA, check SPI, replay counter, encapsulation, decapsulation difference, replay counter increasing rapidly, packet duplication or ISP issue. Phase 8: Packet capture. TAC standard method. Define filter, debug data plane, packet diag, set filter match, source IP, destination IP. Capture all stages. Debug data plane packet, diag, set capture stage, receive file, RX PCAP, debug data plane packet, diag, set capture, stage firewall, file, firewall PCAP. Reproduce the issue. Stop capture, debug data plane, packet, diag set, capture off. Compare if appears in receive but not firewall, dropped by policy. If appears in firewall but not transmit, routing issue. Stage meaning receive, packet entered firewall, firewall after policy, transmit, leaving firewall. Phase 9. Session flow analysis. TAC checks the session flags. Show session ID, important flags, decrypt, NAT, application shift, aged out, TCP reset from client, TCP reset from server, session end, reason gives critical clues. Phase 10. Hidden killers. TAC always checks. Zone production drops. Show counter, global filter, delta S, packet filter S. Look for flow DOS drop, zone production drop. Packet buffer production, show running resource monitor. Fragmentation / MTU, ping host IP size 1400, do not fragment S if fails, MTU issue. TAC evidence collection checklist. Before escalations, tech support file, packet captures, session ID, IKE logs, threat logs, exact timestamp, source / destination IP, expected behavior, generate, request, tech support. TAC model, mental model. TAC does not assume, they isolate using the layered breakdown. Packet received, session created, app identified, user mapped, or policy allowed, NAT correct, content inspected, packet transmitted, return packet received, the breakpoint, root cause. Elite engineer tips. Never enable debug without filter, can overload CPU. Always disable debug after test, capture before making changes, compare working versus broken session, check counters before and after test, always validate the routing both the direction. Final takeaway, TCP level troubleshooting, structured, layer based, evidence driven, minimal change until root cause confirmed. This is the last slide for this session. Thank you.